Please welcome one of the funniest, most talented people, Mr. Sean Cullen.
Hello, thank you very much.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Well, listen, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing the show.
It's a pleasure.
Now, have you ever crossed the line?
Oh, sure.
But have you ever, like, sort of crossed it too far and regretted it?
Everybody has got something that they don't think is funny. Like, that's the hardest part about comedy, is it's so subjective. Everybody's lived a life that is completely separate from everyone else. And you have your own way of thinking, and you have your own experiences, and who knows what has happened for you. And you will find one thing funny, another person won't. You will find something unbelievably offensive. It gets so ridiculous, though. I used to do a bit with the Juice Pigs where I'd go, hey, hi, I'm Gary Coleman. Hi, my name's Gary Coleman. It was kind of a PSA. Hi, I'm Gary Coleman. And many people don't know this, but I was born without a torso. And there are hundreds of thousands of children born without torsos every year. They would mock me in the schoolyard, a little bag of limbs, stuff like that. And someone calls into City TV and says, how dare you make fun of those kids without torsos? Like, are you the stupid? Like, how could anyone live without a torso? Like, what do you want me to say to you? Like, it doesn't, like, how about the headless? What about the headless? People can't live without a head. Like, you can't, you're defending people who don't exist now.
Right.
Like, is that what we've come to?
But there's always one headless person out there.
Well, technically, I have no head. I have merely a bag of flesh that kind of drags behind me.
You'll find them. Right.
You'll find, well, there's always some way of offending someone, even with the most, what you think is the most innocuous thing you could ever mention.
What was the experience, and I've been waiting for this, to do The Producers?
Horrible. It was horrible. No, it was really good. It was fantastic. We had a really good time. It was a great show, all Canadian cast.
This is the biggest hit at this point on Broadway.
It's huge.
They cast for, I think, months.
Yeah, they were looking through a lot of different things, and I was lucky.
And you were perfect.
Well, I hope so. You know, I think it was so hard because the reviews and people, like I listened to one review on the radio, and two people were like, we went and saw it, and this was at the preview, and it was just like we destroyed at the preview because it's all friends, right? And people are going crazy and like standing ovations, blah. And these two people were like, well, the audience seemed a little nonplussed by the whole situation. I'm like, were you at the same show as me? Fine. I haven't seen Nathan Lane do the role, but I think he is better than Sean for several reasons. I'm like,
I haven't seen Nathan Lane do it.
How could you know then? But that was the kind of weird, but that's the kind of weird problem you're dealing with when you're going to be in a show where someone else has already originated the role. So I did, I really tried to make it my own, do what I thought was funniest. But, you know, for me, all that mattered was Mel Brooks came to the show, opening night. He came to the last preview and the opening night, and he came backstage afterwards, and he burst into the dressing room, and I'm in, like, my underpants, standing there, just getting changed, and he goes, you were great! Fantastic! You did things I didn't expect. You brought things in character I never even saw before. Put on some pants. So I was like, well, I gotta put on some pants from Mel Brooks, so I was happy.
TV.